Do you have a credit card I can use to buy evos, please?
Dude, no.
Alright, bro, that's all I need. Y'all can debate.
Alright, bro. Alright.
You can go first, I guess.
Yo, Vommy, bro, you record? Okay, I'm for the recording. The big wall is taking me. Rimuru. My stance is just that my character wins. My premise is just outscalable. PJ, who are you taking? What are your stance and premise, buddy?
My character is Kara. My premise is that my character outscales, and my stance is that my character will not lose.
Character will not lose. All right, you want me to go first, buddy?
Yeah, I want you to go first.
All right, this is the only people that are gonna watch. So let me get the scale first. Uh, all right. No, I'm sending it in side chat, by the way, buddy.
All right, bet.
You want me to like read out the premises, or you just want to read? You want to read it yourself?
I'll try to read it myself. If I need clarifications, I'll ask, I guess.
All right, that's it. It's in side chat.
Okay, wait, it's loading.
Like it's Centaur. Are you like saying your stuff is loaded?
No, it's like loading. It's like all gray.
Oh, I mean it just says since Rimuru is aspatial and spatial, is concrete and abstract at the same time. He breaks the dichotomy of these two things. He breaks the dichotomy of abstract and concreteness. And according to Aristotle's scholastics or whatever it's called, that what is it called? Abstract and concrete is something that we define as a true dichotomy. Analytically, breaking a true dichotomy is just something illogical. So if Rimuru breaks this true dichotomy, he would just be illogical by virtue.
Oh, why do you think logicality can exist in fiction?
Why
What's
do
your
I
model?
think logicality? Because it's just something we can conceptualize. Like when we're talking about a fictional framework, it's just derivative from like something we can conceptualize. Like dragons, like there's no real proof for dragons existing, but we can still like conceptualize dragons. So like we don't
Oh, so
necessarily have to see
you're a
something.
fictionalist, or
I
do
don't
you
know.
think
I don't know. I don't
metaphysical
know what that means.
possibilities exist?
Metaphysical impossibilities.
No,
I mean,
possibilities.
like just metaphysical possibilities.
Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna have to run me through that view real quick.
it's just that there's one possible world where this thing exists.
I mean, yeah, I think that can be the case. And I don't like necessarily have any objections to the view. I mean, I'm fine with that view being the case.
So,
Just to be
all right.
clear, I'm not like subscribing myself to that view. I just don't have a problem where if that view was the case.
Well, wait. You say that something can it like doesn't need to be real or something. It like if we can conceive of it, then
Yeah, I
it
don't think something
exists.
has to be real. Like obviously, when talking about a logical framework, it probably doesn't exist when us like inside our reality's framework. Like there's a two distinct frameworks where like one is real in our framework, one is real in their framework, and these two things like there's like a path that's broken between these two frameworks. Like I've like nomological impossibilities is a good example. Like we have all these like visualizations or like examples of some type of impossibility being sat within one framework compared to another framework where this like said variable wouldn't even exist within our framework, but it exists within the fictional framework. So the point I'm just trying to get at
Well, I think
is
that's
yeah,
just
they
a
can probably
higher order of
conceptualize.
nomological laws, other than it just being
A
like impossible.
higher a higher order of nomenological laws. What do you think
Yeah,
that
like
is?
something like laws abiding to like 4Ds, something 4D or some shit, something like that.
Higher nomological laws. So you think there can be nomological laws indexed to the 4D setting?
Um, if that's what you're positing, then yeah.
I mean, I'm not pausing it, bro. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm kind
Also,
of confused on that.
are you aware of the conceivability thesis?
The conceivability thesis. You're gonna have to run me to that view.
It's basically it presupposes that anything that can be conceived can anything you can conceive can happen in reality, and
I mean,
obviously reality just it's something.
I don't
Wait,
think it would
what?
happen within our reality because I think that shares some type of different, like, probably shares some type of different properties, and the whole
Well,
framework's
wait.
just different.
What
That's
do you
the whole
think it
point.
means by reality in this
I
case?
think it means just something like actualized in said X framework.
Said X frame, but what do you mean by that? Like,
Like said X framework could be a fictional framework. It could be our framework. It can be some type of like could be some type of books framework. Like it doesn't have to. It's just that's just what I mean when I say X framework.
X framework. So you're saying that this thing is like possible, and are you? Uh, since I'm not aware of your model view, what do you think like logical possibilities exist, or what's your view on
Logical
like logical
impossibilities.
impossibilities? Do you
Logical
take the view that
impossibilities. I mean, I just take the view that they don't exist within our framework, but they probably exist within some other framework. That was the entire point of the argument. Or there's
and
something
what
actually they're probably actualized within some other framework.
and let's say that we have this illogical framework. Under my view, I don't think this actually exists in any possible world. And do you have any objections to this, or
Why,
any
why
like?
don't you think it exists? Like, is there an argument for why you don't think it exists? Or some type of like thesis that
Well,
supports the notion?
well, what do you take identity to be? Do you think it'd be indexed to something that exists?
Identity?
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's just what we prescribe something as. I don't think that thing is like necessarily limited to
what
that
do you mean
identity, or it's
prescribe
like a
to? Like,
property. It's a property that said variable holds. I just think it's how we prescribe something.
oh, so you think identity is like a prescribed property, like something like a predicate?
I mean, when you say predicate, are you saying like there's some type of property like extensional to that variable?
Uh,
Or is there something that variable holds like property X? Like, you think that's a property that would be leased on to that variable's existence?
well, is
I
this
don't
what
think.
you're in reference to, or
No,
no?
I don't think it's some type of property index to that character's existence or at least to that character's existence. I think it's just how we prescribe something. Like, it's not necessarily has to be this like the case. Like, for example, when we say nicknames, like that's just a showing of things being prescribed differently. Like, so when I say something is prescribed or it has an identity, I just think it means, oh, we prescribe said thing like this. Like, I think we can have different identities throughout how different things are described through different scopes,
What do you mean by different scopes?
just like different point of views.
Um, all right, and you said okay, I'm still trying to something that prescribes a property. So, uh, what what type of property would this be like? Do you just
No,
take it?
I
What would
don't
you
I
say this
don't
property?
think I don't think it is a property. I just think like I think it's prescribing said X variable that like we don't even have to know exists. We don't have to have any knowledge upon said X. But it's some type of prescription we grant or we give said X off of our own point of view. Or just like any type of notion that we know said X is there, or that we have some type of warning that said X is also there. Like, I don't think it has to be the case that said X is
I
there.
don't think that's really
That
a
this
property. I think
prescription,
that's like a state of being.
a state of being. What do you mean by that?
Like you're saying X is there or X is
Yeah, I'm
what
just
was the other one?
saying that's just index to analogy. Like, when we say something, like when we prescribe something, it doesn't have to be there. We don't have to have complete knowledge upon it, but we can still give the said thing a prescription. So I don't necessarily think it's any type of property. I just think it's some type of like subjective view upon said thing. That's why I brought up nicknames earlier. Just different set of
Oh,
prescriptions.
um, what was my original like something like conceivability thesis? So would you say so? The conceivability thesis is like if you can conceive something it exists in reality, and you said reality, it could be like in reference to
Some type of different framework.
some type of different framework. And does this framework operate under like any under the laws of thought, or does it like what do you reject out
I
of the
mean,
three?
I don't think it has to. I don't think it has to like operate under the laws of thought. I think it can like probably operate under some characteristics of the laws of thought, but I don't think it like is necessarily limited to like the law
Well,
of
which ones do
identity
you
and things of
reject?
that.
Like, do you reject all of them? Because I don't think you can. I don't think you can conceive of something that doesn't exist.
Conceive of something that doesn't exist. So you think just because something doesn't follow the three laws of thought, it doesn't exist?
Well, if you can't prescribe anything to it, we can't.
Prescribe anything to it. Okay, so when you say exist, what do you mean there?
Like it just exists in any world, even impossible ones, I guess.
Exist in any
Like except
world, even
like
impossible ones?
yeah, it just doesn't yeah, it just doesn't exist. I don't know how to else explain it.
What? Okay, that's kind of confusing to me because we're talking about impossible worlds. Like, we're indexed to possible worlds in the first place. We're indexed to some type of logical worlds. So when you add the predicate that it's something
Well, a
impossible in the
reality,
possible
something
world,
like reality.
that would be
The
something
like basic
illogical.
definition is this the quality of existing
Like
and
under the full set of impossibility, like X being in conjunction with not X, that would fall under as an impossibility in the set of impossibility. So if you're granting that it doesn't exist within any possible world, it's kind of confusing. I don't know what you
I
mean
don't
there
think it would just
because
be
it's
uh,
something illogical. It falls under the set of
I
impossibilities.
don't think it would just be a conjunction. It would be more of a existential thing. Like
Even if the point still stands, like P and not P would still sit there, and sometimes and under the full set of impossibilities. So I don't really know what you mean there when you say any impossible world.
I don't think we can really conceive of anything. And
I
your
mean,
whole entire point is that you can conceive of it, and my point is that we can't. Like,
I
since
mean, my
you're
point is
saying
that
you
we
can
can't. I mean,
conceive
I've
of
already
that.
given the argument for my point.
Wait, no, you're like, wait, you're saying. Wait, I'm just saying that the impossible worlds. Honestly, that was probably an irrelevant point that I brought up, if I'm being honest. But and I don't think this is an impossible world. Uh, and
Impossible world? Why don't you think it is?
well, we fall under the law of thought. We have 3D laws. I mean,
3D laws? What? How do you have a 3D laws of thought and 4D laws of thought?
wait, no, I mean like that's not what. What do you mean?
You just said 3D laws, 4D laws, and I thought you were indexed to the laws of thought because that's what you brought up prior.
What? No, I meant like, what are you talking
I mean,
about? What are you?
I'm just trying to get trying to grasp an understanding when you say it's impossible, or you don't even think it's impossible, but it's still some type of illogicality. I mean, because normatively
I
when we're
know. I
talking
mean
about
like,
possible worlds, we just
wait,
mean
why? Wait,
we're
why
just
do you
indexed
think
to.
this isn't a possible? Like,
I mean, I
do
think
you think this world
I
we're
mean,
in
bro,
is an impossible
even if
world or
it
no?
even if it was a possible world, that would just help my case. But what you
But
said that I'm currently
how would it
confused on
help your case?
because it supports the notion that when we say something illogical, we can say it exists within some type of framework as it exists within a possible world. Then we fulfill the criteria of proving that illogicality can exist within fiction as it exists within some type of framework. So like even if you were to grant that, that
Aren't
would
you
help my case.
positing that? Wait, aren't you positing that the fictional world isn't a possible world? How can it be both a possible and an impossible world at the same time? I
What are
think
you
that's
talking
blatant
about?
contradiction.
But what are you talking about?
Okay, wait. You said even if it this world were a possible world, which obviously when we're using this language, we're taking this to be the case that of an logical possibility, since there would be no reason to take the distinction of possible and impossible. And you said if this world was possible, then we can conceive of impossible things or something.
No,
Let's
but this is what
clarify.
I
Is that what you're saying, or what are you saying?
bro, I'm just saying if you grant that this illogical thing is can happen in some sort of possible world, even though that goes against like
That's not what I was positive. What?
you said it's not an impossibility, bro. I mean, there's just a dichotomy. There's just impossibility or possibility. So when you say something is an impossibility, I'm obviously gonna think you're in reference to some type of oh this thing is logically possible or it's possible. It's in some world like or
That's
some
not what I was.
framework.
I was trying to posit that the logical, this impossibility was logically impossible.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I've already explained that. That's literally the whole point.
And how does this relate to a possible world, which
Okay,
I'm
bro.
pretty sure we're both agreed on that
A
is a
possible
logical.
world. A possible world is just. I never agreed that was normal. Like, bro, a possible world is just indexed. Like literally, when we're talking about possible worlds, how we normally use. I don't know if you have some type of idiosyncratic definition, but when we normally say possible worlds, we're indexed to some type of logically possible worlds, and like some type of external clarity has been given that says, "Oh, this is just in reference to nomological possible worlds, or something epistemic possible worlds." Like but normatively, when we're talking about like we're just talking about logical possible worlds. So when you say something is can't even exist in a possible world or something, then you're saying that this impossible world is something illogical. I don't know if you go by any
Wait,
like
in this
idiosyncratic
possible
terms.
world, this impossible thing is a lot. Wait, what do you mean? I'm getting confused.
Bro,
You're confusing me.
okay, bro. When we say possible worlds, we're indexed to worlds that are logically possible. So we have a dichotomy. When you say impossible, you're saying it's not possible. So you're saying this thing is not is logically possible. So there's only one thing it can't be. Logically impossible. Following the three laws of thought, it would just be logically impossible. So now I'm like,
So,
bro, I
so
don't.
wait, now, now with that out of the way,
Okay, so we were arguing. I said I don't see whatever in the possible world. He said, okay, well, you think it's possible or something. So I said, okay, even if that was the case, that would help my view, as that would grant the notion that illogicality is possible within different frameworks than our own reality.
and within frameworks. Well, again? What's your view on impossibility? Do you think they exist within fiction? Can they exist with fiction, or because when I'm in reference to like impossible worlds, I'm obviously saying that these things don't exist. We use this as like
Don't
descriptive
exist.
curses as like,
I
but
mean,
what I
obviously,
do it as.
I mean, obviously, I think like illogical things can exist. I mean, that's literally the whole point of the scale. So I like that's pretty self-evident within my view or position on the whole debate. And when you say they don't exist, we already got clarity. You said they don't exist in any impossible, like you said, illogical things don't exist in any impossible world, any possible world, or anything. So we just cleared that up. And you agree something illogical can't exist within an impossible world. So I don't even see why this matters. So it's either you grant that it exists within a possible world, and the frameworks will still be met, like the notion will still be met, or you just agree that it's possible in some type of possible world, which will just grant the framework notion even more, as it shows I say it like it fulfills the notion that something illogical is possible within some type of framework A or framework B.
When we think about something, uh, let me think. It- Something. Wait, hmm. So what's your bottom view? Like you say, something that doesn't exist exists in like fiction or something, right?
I
And what do you
said
mean by that?
it doesn't exist within our reality. Like we've already clarified this. I said it doesn't exist within our reality or framework, but I think it exists in some type of distinct framework. I don't think it just like it doesn't exist outside of all
I
possible
could
worlds.
probably grant that, but I think it would have to be logical since
Yeah,
I think in
that's
our possible
currently in
world, I
question
think
the argument
in
for that.
our reality, we when we conceive of something, it would have to be logical. And your entire argument is that
I mean, what's the
we have
argument
to
for that?
conceive
Because
of this thing.
we've
Wait,
already
no,
went
wait,
through this.
wait. Uh, I'm probably gonna go back to my existence thing because it's a major blunder. But you said if we can conceive of this thing happening, then it would exist in fiction. I don't think we can conceive of true dichotomy in your sense, since it's conceiving of like true contradiction in every possible world. Uh, I
Conceiving. What
didn't
do you
mean to
think
say.
conceiving
Wait,
means?
let me clarify. Honestly, I didn't mean to think. I didn't mean to say because I didn't mean to say freaking it, something that doesn't exist in like all possible worlds and impossible worlds. Because under my view, I already said this like way before that I don't even think impossible worlds exist. Like I don't think they can be indexed to like fiction at all, since obviously I'm falling under the conceivability thesis, and I don't think something we can conceive of is necessarily indexed to our reality, but it could exist like in a different reality, or like what you described as we could think of something that like you're a dragon analogy that doesn't exist in our reality, but it could exist in another reality. But I'm just taking the case that these realities have to fall under the three laws of thought and
All right.
have to be logical and can't have any contradictions. Since I don't think we can conceive of any reality with contradictions.
No, bro. Bro, you literally just said the same thing like literally three times over, bro.
No, because
Bro.
last time I said something that doesn't exist in like possible and impossible worlds, and I think that's where
All right,
I fucked
bro.
up
Bro,
and I got
okay.
confused.
when you say conceivability, that's literally the whole thing that is in question, bro. Like I've already explained how we can conceive of something. Like we can conceive of something. Like it's just I forgot what I said exactly, but it's
You
something
said
along the
something
lines of
being
like
like a true contradiction about the conceivability thesis, and
mm,
if anyone wants
bro.
to, if anyone wants to give judgment or like give their opinion
Remember,
on that point, I'm not gonna say judgment because I think this can still go on, but Tulip or like I'm honestly like, who do you want like giving their opinion on this?
I don't even think Tulip was listening. He told me before the debate he wasn't gonna listen, but
What about prophecy?
I'll, I'll just say one last thing before we conclude, bro. Bro, when you
Bro,
index,
I wasn't here. I was late for the debate.
yeah,
Aw,
he was late, but
yo,
when you're
like
indexed,
you
wait,
might.
when you're indexed to the what is it called, like the logical conceivability, like that view is already in question within itself. Like we wouldn't like, I obviously don't think that I said because there's more evidence for the contrary. Yeah, there's more evidence for said thing A than the contrary said thing B. Then we should believe in A. So I believe in A. That's very self-evident within my view. Like even
Yeah,
if I
I
didn't say this
honestly I don't know
earlier,
what you just said.
I'll say this.
It
Even if I
was.
didn't say this earlier, like I'll just say this right now, bro. Like that's why I brought up the
We hype
dragon
it up.
analogy because we have. Okay, but okay, I'm gonna say it one more time, bro. So when I say said thing A, like we can conceive of something that doesn't exist in our framework or something, or like when we just have more contrary or evidence for that thing. Like we just have more evidence for said thing A than contrary B. So I'm of
What do
course
you mean by
take the belief in
contrary idea?
just the contrary position, bro. The position that opposes said position in this context.
What do
So,
you mean, bro?
bro, B is just that we can only do it to like the laws of thought or whatever, bro. So, so when I'm
Well,
indexed to
what's your
set thing
argument? Or
A, wait. So when I'm indexed to set thing A, and there being more evidence for it, I'm infinitely indexed to like the dragons, like they can't exist within our reality. You already agreed to that, or they break
yeah,
some
but
type of, or
I'll
they wait, bro. They break some type of possible world law, like possible
wait.
law,
No, they don't.
like nomological laws. They break
I
nomological
no
laws,
wait
or they
no.
go against.
I didn't
Wait,
never
wait,
agree.
wait, 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 wait. I didn't say
I
you
said
agreed to
this
that
could
yet.
exist in a logical
Okay,
reality.
okay,
I don't know
okay,
why.
bro. Just stop, bro. I didn't say you agreed to the nomological. I agreed. You said they don't exist within our world. That's what I said. Okay, so when I'm back, I'm going back. They go against nomological principles and the things that
But I don't
nomological
even
whatever
think
it's
that
called is
is true
deriving
either.
from. That is true. What like gravity is a nomological principle that we hold to. Like
Yeah, they
that's
have wings.
yeah. They go against it like bro. Okay, bro. But anyways, bro. But so when I say this, it's I think I already
I
proven how
don't
we have
see
more
anything
evidence.
illogical
Sorry,
about
hey.
conceiving a dragon.
Yo, you are lost in the argument, bro.
Bro,
But
okay, wait. You're
anyways,
trying
bro.
to
So I've
you're trying to
already
argue
wait,
that we can conceive of like illogical things, and your dragon analogy is something I take to be the case to be logical. So I don't know how this is like
bro.
relevant.
Okay. Bro, you're lost, bro. When I say this dragon analogy, I'm saying, oh, we can conceive of things that don't exist in our reality as of right now. You already granted that they don't exist in our reality, and that what is it called? What is it called? You said something else, and the fact that they don't have to be within our reality to hold. And the thing of the three laws of thought is already in question within itself. I already gave evidence that for proposition A, opposing the contrary B. Like, I think that's very self evident. Like, for the given the argument. I mean,
For my
when I
for my
like wait.
my
Let me finish. Let me finish giving the conclusions, bro. I don't know why
under
it's
my
called
view, that's just a metaphysical possibility, bro.
a metaphysical. I've already agreed they can exist. Oh, okay, bro. So even, bro. Okay, bro. I don't care, bro. At this point, like, so
Let's just conclude,
obviously,
bro. I don't think.
obviously, I
I think we're just gonna keep going circular. So let's conclude.
what do you think I'm doing? I just said I'm concluding.
Hurry up,
Anyways, so
hurry
obviously
up, man. Damn.
when he's indexed to the three laws of thought conceptualization, I already put that in the question prior. I've already given my argument for why you should probably was probably not the case. Probably agree, like imagine something upon that breaks these principles are just inductively true through nomological principles and things that other principles that we ought to follow in this possible world. We can conceive of things that go against them, things of that sort. And the conceivability part I already said, like my view upon conceivability is that any action X can be what is it called actualized in any action like any framework B. It doesn't have to be like the same actualization doesn't have to happen upon different frameworks, and we can just watch the rec for the rest, bro. Yeah, that's pretty much it, brother. You can conclude now, buddy.
Conclude. Honestly, I'll just let Rec give my conclusion. Because honestly, I don't feel like doing that shit. That's low-key boring. Giving out conclusion. That's like giving out a review card when you after you fuck a bitch. I like that's like not.
Anyways, bro, Kwame, can you say, bro?
That's like, ayo, bitch, how good was the dick? And then pull out a Yelp page.
Yo, Johnny, can you give the conclusions, buddy?
Yo, just stop the Rec, bro.
You want to get